Hey, Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. I'm here. This is the Mountain Hardwear Phantom Alpine 15-degree ultralight mountaineering sleeping bag. This is new for the 19th season, just came out here beginning of April. I have had this for about a month or so, testing it in these beautiful mountains of Colorado in conjunction with some other up-and-coming mountain hardware garments I'll mention briefly in this review and have more detail in their specific reviews, and how they work together for cold weather camping. So this sleeping bag is phenomenal. I'll just start right there, set the bar real high, and I'll tell you why I think it's phenomenal. Start with 850 fill, responsibly sourced down. You can see that right there. It's evident in how much it lofts up. This was in the compression storage bag about 4 minutes ago. It puffed right up. That is significant loft, and that's what you want in a high quality down sleeping bag. It's very apparent right there. This yellow fabric you can see is the Ghost Whisperer 7x10 10 denier fabric. It's extremely compressible and lightweight, and it's borderline translucent. Well, it is probably translucent if it were for the yellow color. And as the light changes here in a second, you could probably actually see the down clusters puffing up. So one thing they don't mention online is how soft to the touch this Ghost Whisperer fabric really is. It's definitely my top 3 favorite fabrics to have against your skin. So as you're sleeping in the bag, it actually feels very, very soft on your skin. This green or teal area is some really cool fabric from Pertex. This is their brand new Quantum Y Shield. What that is, it's a much more resilient, durable, windproof, downproof, water-resistant fabric. I wouldn't say waterproof, but it's definitely meant to be more exposed to the elements if you're in your bivvy, or your tent condensation when you're touching your small tent walls, or even if you're using like a half pad and the bottom of your sleeping bag is exposed to other elements. So, and it is also very soft too. It's not tacky like some hard shell waterproof fabrics. It's actually very soft as well. A couple little hang points here so you can hang and dry it, which is always thoughtful. The toe box, as you can see, is very well engineered. My size 11.5 boots, no problem fitting my stinky feet in here. But you also probably notice the cut. It's a performance mummy cut. So as you can tell, it's very narrow. So as far as mummy bags go, it's about as tight of a mummy bag as I've ever felt or tested, and I've tested quite a few. There's pluses and minuses. The pluses are less material to pack down, less weight to carry, and 3, more thermally efficient. The down, that high quality down, is just resting right on you. There's less air and space to try and heat up. So from a performance standpoint, it's awesome. From a burly kind of guy standpoint, it's a little claustrophobic. So for what it's worth, I felt like Tommy Boy in his dad's suit, you know, it's a little tight. But it's a sacrifice you make when you want performance and you want to save weight. There's a lot of ways to get around that fit. And also, if you're a climber or alpinist or somebody, you're probably a lot more svelte than I am too. For reference, I'm 6'1", 205, and a 45-inch chest. So not typical build, and not the typical kind of person that would be using a sleeping bag. That being said, I did use a hell out of the sleeping bag, and I really enjoyed it, and I'll tell you why. So let me start by these zippers. These zippers are freaking amazing. They're smooth like butter. I'll have a close-up picture of this zipper mechanism. I've never seen anything like it before, and I hope to see more of it in the future. Mountain Hardwear did a really good job designing it. It doesn't snag. I can't get to snag. I tested this bag myself personally for the last month. Winter camping, down to almost, probably right below 10 degrees on some nights. And I'll tell you how I got below the comfort rating on this bag here in a second. But it's so well built. There's double, draft collars along each zipper. There is a really nice, sizable draft collar around your neck, so it keeps you sealed in right there. The hood, of course, is adjustable. Just cinch it down right here. This is the regular size. I was able to fit inside of it, although, like I mentioned, tightly. I might opt for the long version next time if I were to purchase this, but this is what they sent me, and I'm not complaining because it does work really, really well. Retail is $550, just to give you some context. So that's up there with any other high-end sleeping bag of this kind of ilk and this kind of features. But there's a couple features that I've not seen before in other bags, and I'll show you. So 1, the zippers are awesome. 2, there's 3 zippers on each side. So the right side is the same length as the left side. Great. And that's not just to accommodate right-hand and left-hand people with the same sleeping bag. It actually serves a function. You'll notice that some mountaineering sleeping bags are cut in the middle right here, which is neat and everything, but when you open up, a lot of that body heat that you've worked so hard to trap in, it just kind of gets dumped. Now, this is a feature I've never been able to use before, and I hope the other bags do this more in the future. You can position the second and third zippers to allow for arm slots. So your arm can come out here, and then your other arm comes out this side, and then you can wear your sleeping bag in your tent or around camp and have a nice cozy situation, whether you're heating up some water for some coffee or tea or a meal, or winding down the night playing some cards and having an adult beverage. You get to wear your sleeping bag as basically like a down garment, like a down onesie. I wouldn't recommend going for a hike because you only have one tube right here, but it's a really cool feature, and I did find myself using it quite a bit. Gosh, what else can I tell you about this bag? As you can tell, I'm gushing over it because I do highly recommend it, especially for mountaineering and winter camping and ultralight backpacking. This is a 15-degree bag. Let me tell you how many ounces are in it for sure. I don't misstate. Always check the tag. We're looking at, all right, 1 pound, 4 ounces, so 20 ounces. So 20 ounces of 850 filled down in this 15-degree bag. That's significant. That's what you want. You want it to be more than less, especially with that high quality down. As you can tell, it just lofts up beautifully. So that down will keep you really warm. How I was able to use this 15-degree bag past 15 degrees, you might be wondering. Well, puffy pants and a puffy jacket in the bag. So it's not like a new secret or anything. People have been doing this for a long time. I personally do this all the time when I'm winter camping. It allows me to really push the sleeping bags to much colder temperatures. And I'll give you a little teaser for 2 more reviews coming up here soon. Mountain Hardwear also send out their brand new, not out yet, Ghost Whisperer down pants. Those are fantastic. They're about 10 ounces. And they're awesome. So I wore those. And then they also sent over the new Phantom hoodie, which is really cool. And we have reviews on both of those coming up next after this review. So stay tuned for those. Those aren't out yet. This sleeping bag is out now. This review I'm making right now is end of April. I've had this for over a month. I believe it came out first week of April. Like I mentioned, the MSRP is $550, but we'll have links below on best places and stores to purchase it from, as well as a lot more details, a lot more specs, and all the nitty-gritty stuff that I might have missed in this video. So this is Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. Hopefully you found this review helpful. If you have, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, come by our website, join our mailing list, so you can keep up to date on reviews like this before they come out to the public. For like I just teased you with earlier, those Ghost Whisperer pants and the Phantom Alpine hoodie will be up next. They're not even on the market. We've had them for over a month. We've been testing them, so we'll give you a scoop before anybody else. So stay tuned for that. Hope you found this helpful, and take care.